Many years ago, I wrote a piece about what I called the total product for Andersen Windows. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit today because 15 years later, it's just as germane as it was when I wrote it. And effectively what it says is that every product, no matter what it is, has basically 5 aspects. It has the financial aspect, everything that relates to money. It has the emotional aspect, primarily about how you feel about that product. It has the functional aspect, which is how well it works. It has the physical aspect, what's it made of, how does it feel, how does it look. And it has the procedural aspect, all of the process that goes together with that product. And in today's world, by the way, the process and the product are basically interchangeable. They're 2 sides of the same thing. No one buys a product today without appending to it in their mind the process that comes with it. So I want to talk a little bit about these aspects because these 5 aspects can be divided further down into characteristics. As an example, on the financial aspect, we have multiple characteristics. The most common one that people associate with the financial aspect is price. But price by itself is really what's not relevant. It's price that's relevant to all the other characteristics that you get for what you pay, hence the concept of value. So let me give you some other financial characteristics. Life expectancy. If I buy a product that will last longer, then I should be prepared to pay a higher price. Maintenance and operating costs. If I buy and we see this today all the time, buy this car because you'll save money on gas. Buy this air conditioner because it has a higher efficiency rating. Here what we're saying is the price is related to the other ongoing costs associated with the product. The resale value. I mean, this is why people who buy Mercedes do better than people who buy Ford Escorts. And this is one reason why rich people get richer and poor people get poorer. Rich people buy things that depreciate more slowly or in fact sometimes appreciate. Poor people are forced to buy less expensive products that don't appreciate or depreciate quickly. So there's a lot more to the financial aspect than just what's the price. We talk about emotion. This is where things like brand name recognition becomes so important. People will pay more for Heinz ketchup than no-name ketchup because they believe that Heinz ketchup is good ketchup. Imagine going to a quality steakhouse, asking for ketchup, which is a bit of a sin to begin with, but let's assume that that's who you are. You ask for this ketchup, and they bring you a bottle of Safeway ketchup in a restaurant where you just paid $40 for a steak. This doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for people in their mind in terms of the total product. That ketchup is a part of the total product of that steakhouse. As is, when we talk about process, did the waiter come right over? Was he pleasant? Did he know the menu? Were there specials? All of these things are all part of the procedural part of the product. So you'll see this circle that has these 5 aspects and these 16 characteristics of every product. And here's what really happens that's so interesting. The value of a product depends on what you're doing with that product and how you feel about it when you buy it as to which parts of the circle are the most important part in that product to you for that purchase. So let me give you an example. I have a laptop. I travel all over. I'm 160 days on the road. What's the number one concern to me for my laptop? Number one, above all others, it's how much it weighs. Is it small? Is it compact? Is it light? I don't start with the price. I start with the most important characteristic on that circle to me. It's a physical characteristic in this case. How much does it weigh? Then it's, now I need a computer that does the job I want. Then it's, once I have that, how much will I pay for it? Well, I'd like to pay the least I can for the product that meets that part of the circle for me. And this is the great myth, by the way, that people buy first based on price. People do not buy first based on price. Most of the time, they buy first on what they need. Then they look for the lowest price that they can get what they need for. If you need a pickup truck and you need to carry 4x8 sheets of plywood in the bed of your pickup truck, and I tell you, here's a great pickup truck and it's an amazing price, and you say, how big is the bed of that pickup truck? Well, it's 46 inches wide. Well, can I fit a sheet of plywood in there? No, but it's a great price. Well, the answer is, I don't care if it's a great price because the pickup truck won't do what I need it to do. So people basically buy on needs and wants first and then on price. When you understand the total product circle, then you really understand how to create value for your customers and inside of your company.